Hi, I'm Brett from Metropole. Well, like me, you've probably received advice that to be a successful investor, you need to diversify. As the old saying goes, don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Diversification can occur within different types of assets, but also within those asset classes. It's said to be a way to minimize risks and maximize your return over the longer term. But how does one go about diversifying, and how can it best be achieved? There's also a small group of people out there that have become very, very successful without ever diversifying. So is it even necessary? Understanding what it is you have set out to achieve and the different stages of investing along the way is an important place to start. You are then able to look at different options and invest more strategically for a superior outcome. So first of all, should you diversify? In short, yes, absolutely. And if you own property and you're contributing to super, you're probably diversifying in some form anyway. But I believe to be successful over the longer term, the average investor has to create multiple streams of income. And to do that, you need to diversify your portfolio. So the people who don't diversify and specialize, I believe they've got an unfair advantage. It's quite likely that they've dedicated their life, their profession, they've had decades of experience and have that unfair advantage. So for the rest of us mere mortals who don't have the systems and the strategies and the decades of experience, it's important to diversify your resources. So where do you diversify your resources? We can look at property, we can look at shares, and we can get into an argument for the next 3 weeks about that. However, it's a non-argument as far as I'm concerned, because you should be looking to invest in both. Property and shares, relatively in Australia, have given you the same returns over a longer period of time. So they're equally going to perform as well moving forward. In my opinion, and the advice I give is that property probably has a bit of an edge in terms of being able to leverage more. You can borrow $100,000 and I guess borrow up to being $500 and $1 million, where if you've got $100,000 to invest in shares, the bank's not going to quite lend you as much. It may be as much as $200,000 or $300,000. So leverage is a key consideration. And the other one that I've used successfully in my portfolio is the ability to add value with renovations and developments. So understanding those principles and fundamentals, when is the best time to deploy your capital? Well, in my mind, when you're trying to build wealth, most people make the mistake of trying to build cash flow to start with, but in fact, they should be looking to build and widen their asset base. If you're putting a long-term plan together, the first half of that plan needs to be about widening and accumulating assets. And I believe that's a great time to be investing in property because you can leverage more of other people's money, you can add value and give yourself more of an advantage in those early years and build your asset base faster. Once you've got through that time, it's about consolidating, paying down debt, looking at other options, creating other income streams. And that's when shares, I believe, will be a key part of building your portfolio as you approach retirement. So understanding that is really, really critical. The timing is important. You need to diversify in both, but due to different advantages with different, asset classes, you need to understand that and apply it to your personal circumstances. So should you diversify? Absolutely. You're going to continue to need more streams of income. And just diversifying in your home and super is not going to be enough to build longer term wealth. Thanks for watching.